For me, Steady Me is a song that is bittersweet. It was birthed in a season that I faced in my life where I was dealing with quite a lot of anxiety and also was confronted with a lot of fear in a way that I don't think I've had to face before. But on the flip side, it's the first song that I've actually ever written, and so I'm really excited about that. Initially I was dealing with personal anxiety that felt really suffocating and just desperately wanted God to just come and break into that and just put me back on an even keel. As that season progressed, things actually got worse. The personal anxiety that I was going through, I'd felt that God had really intervened and I was beginning to sort of get back on track. Completely out of nowhere, my husband was diagnosed with cancer, which in year 2 of your marriage is not something that you expect to have to deal with. And actually that line, that seed of the song, like by the power of your love would you steady me, O God, actually became even more important to my heart and to my own times of worship. So standing in church, not knowing what to sing or even how to pray to God, that became like my anthem of the season and of the time. So thankfully he's better now, and it just almost coming out of that then made me even more determined to finish the song. To express the actual emotions that I felt and journeyed through in that season have been really difficult actually, to use words that convey enough of the emotion of what I was feeling. And so whilst I was in the studio in Portland, like I just was spending the afternoons like just penning lyrics and just going through the motions of really trying to capture actually what my heart was feeling. Gabriel, the producer, began to just see the sort of the journey and the perspective of where I was coming from. He's like, oh, I see you now, like I see your story in this song. So by the time the bridge hits, like it was probably the end of the season for me, and it felt really right to, just after what I journeyed through, to really depict it, like that lyric from a real victory standpoint of knowing what God had done and carried me through. You know, no weapon formed against me shall stand, for I'll trust in your mighty hand, you're my great defender. Just that idea that he really will protect and he really will fight for us. For me, the song's really rooted in Psalm 40 verse 2, where it says, he lifted me out of the pit of despair, he set my feet on solid ground and steadied me as I walked along. I just feel that that's really what, in that season of my life, God did for me as I journeyed through probably the worst season that I've had, just feeling his closeness and feeling his embrace as my father. The power that's in that, like I just really hope that that's come across in this song, and I think my heart for this song is that I really hope that anyone that listens to it and is maybe dealing with anything on the spectrum of anxiety that you're maybe encountering, that you just be able to listen to this song and that it would be like a prayer over you, that you'd just be able to receive and just really picture the Father drawing you close and knowing that he's never going to let you go, that he's never going to leave your side, and that you just feel really comforted by that as you listen to the song.